Hi friends, I am Allison. This is your 10-minute core focused workout. Propless. I'm using a mat for filming purposes, but you don't need that. Let's just get right to it. Join me in all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Opening cat-cows. Inhale, lift the crown of your head, lift your tailbone. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop and round. 2 more times, arriving into your space wherever that is today. Take 1 more. Exhale, find your neutral spine. Bird dogs. Extend your left leg, your right leg, and your left arm, and then lower back down. This time, left leg with your right arm, lower down. 2 count right here. Inhale, reach. Exhale to lower. Hands stay below your shoulders. Elbows stay softened. Keep your shoulders down your back, your spine long, abdominals engaged, and your hips are steady. Know that if you'd rather not be weight bearing, you can take an alternating bird dog standing upright. Opposite leg, opposite arm working together. Right now, the idea is you're kicking on your abdominals, your glutes, so they're ready for all the good work ahead. Now, start to add on. As your leg extends, find a lateral reach to a diagonal, come back to parallel, and then lower back to your mat. Other leg, other arm, reach, inhale, exhale, lateral diagonal reach, pull back to center, lower down. Now, the goal here is to bring a little more chaos to your body, right? That pull to side to side. You're focusing on your abdominals, keeping you steady, still grounded through center. Even though this workout does not need props, it will still bring on some good sizzle through your abdominals and through your glutes. So we're doing this good prep work right here. Inhale, reach. Using your breath to guide your movement just like it will when we get into flat back core. Here's your last full set. Hips stay steady, spine stays supported by your abdominals. Last side, flat back core is next. Ooh, I feel your shoulders working too. All right, join me on your back. Bring your legs to tabletop, your arms right above you, and hold. Heavy hips. Drop your ribs down toward your hips, anchor your shoulders. Much like we just did, extend your left leg and your right arm away from one another. Find a diagonal reach to the side. Come back to your parallel, and then to where you began. Opposite left arm, right leg reaches out. Find your glide to the side. It doesn't need to be big. Back to center. And then back to your tabletop and hands over shoulders. With your breath, inhale. Ooh, exhale, push. Inhale, back to parallel. Exhale, back to center. Now, option to take this into a march and let your leg fall out to the side a little closer to your midline, especially if that would guide you in feeling connection to your abdominals. You can also do this whole series without your arms working, or I should say they're working, but they're down and grounded, supporting you. Start to notice if your ribcage wheel is lifting up. Heavy ribcage wheel to the floor. That's helping keep your spine along, supported. Ooh, a little deeper engagement of your abdominals. Last week I was on vacation and I was practicing this, and I literally put a towel on some grass in the sunshine and I rocked it there. And what I love is that this can go with you anywhere. I also did it yesterday at home in my living room without going to the basement where my studio setup is. So I love the accessibility of you've got the props already right there with you. Here's your last side. Ooh. Now we've kept our spine stable. We're going to add some movement. Bring your legs to tabletop. Hands behind your head. Inhale. Exhale, lifts your shoulders off the ground. Glides your ribs down towards your hips. Inhale now. Extend one leg out and away. Exhale brings your leg back to tabletop. Continuing with your breath. Inhale to lengthen away. Whoo. Exhale back to tabletop. I love doing this at home or at the studio with my toes grounded. Exhale, lifting to tabletop, lowering down. As you take this isometric hold, finding flexion through your upper body, you're gliding and shortening the space between your ribs and your hips, feeling a lot of intense heat right here in your abdominals. Ooh, really good work for all of the action we do in moving forward in life, right? I even think of like looking at something coming closer as I'm cooking or even doing some good work right here. So training our body under extension and flexion that we are ready for, all that kind of good work. Here's your last side. Whew. Grand finale hold, legs stay at tabletop, option for your arms out to the side. Now inhale, lift with your heart. Exhale, glide your ribs down. Whew. Do that one more time. Big inhale, option for your feet to go a little further away. Big exhale. Whew. Amazing work. Hug your knees to your chest, rock side to side. The abdominal focus work you just did will support you as we head into some open hip here. Whew. So go ahead, make your way towards me. Join me on your mat. One leg down, opposite leg extends and hold. So your hand is below your shoulder, collarbone is forward. Abdominals are engaged, hips are steady, and your heels in line with your hip or slightly past it. From here, you're gonna lower your leg down as you reach your arm overhead, and then pull it in. Here we go. It's lower, extend your arm, elbow draws to your hip as you lift. Inhale, big exhale. Okay, so your lower leg is like a kickstand back at a diagonal. Anchor down through that leg to feel your bottom hip firing to keep your hips steady. But know that if you have tension through your shoulders, through your neck as you work right here, I love the option of working with a grounded hip. You can also come all the way down right here, pull, reach. Now, every once in a while, I encourage you to look at your leg and start to notice if it's going external rotation. I think lead with your heel. You're gonna feel a lot of good sizzle through the outer glutes, your outer thighs. Yes. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Couple more, we will hold. Here's your last one. Bring your hands to your hips. Little pulse right here. Up, up. I like to push my foot about a couple inches back to really feel a good sizzle right in my side seat. Know that you can always bend your knee, shorten the length of your leg to bring a little less tension to your body. Start to notice if your ribs are going with this small range of motion. Pull your rib cage wheel down. You just did flat back core for a reason, really to support your spine, your abdominals working for you. Last 3, 2, hold. Grand finale, option for your arm to lift to the sky. Push your heel back. Now, as you hold here, push the ground away. Feel a little lighter, a little brighter off the ground. Whew. Big inhale. Lengthen back through your heel. Feel your glutes. Exhale, take a seated position. Quick windshield wipers right here, side to side. Ooh, a little release for your hips. Side 2, so join me other side of your mat. Extend your opposite leg, hold. Finding strong alignment, hand below your shoulder, open collarbone. Ribs drop down. Abdominals are engaged, hips are steady, and then rotate your big toe forward and extend your arm overhead. Start to lower your leg down, extend your arm, and then pull as you lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. I feel my back ankle lifting up, so ground down through your shin, through your ankle, to notice how that really puts a strong anchor into the floor for your lower body, to focus on your hips staying steady, and then your ribs, pull them down. Big inhale, big exhale. I like to let my gaze fall down to the floor, especially if I'm feeling tension through my neck, or this option right here. Ooh, yes, big reach. So with your legs staying long, you're feeling the good burn in your outer glutes here on the other side. Remember, you can always shorten your lever, work right here, or shorten your range of motion. You've got a couple more. We'll hold. Not letting yourself kind of fall into your supporting shoulder. Here's your last one. Hold, hand to your hip, little pulses. Up, up. Still heavy with your grounded shin. Steady with your pelvis. Option to push your heel back a little bit, especially if you're noticing the front of your hips working a little, or you can bend your knee. Whew. All right. Helping support your body, do all the things you love to do without props in life, right? Whether it is walking your dog, whether it is all the activities that Bar 3 helps you train for, This is it right here. Whew. Last one, hold, option for your arms to the sky, and then kick your leg back just a little longer. You're finding full extension through your fingertips, through your back heel, while your ribcage wheel stays anchored. Big inhale, whew, for 3, for 2, amazing work. Take it back to your seated position for windshield wipers. Ooh, wow, what I love is always getting that reminder of how powerful it is to use your own body for resistance and strong movement. Take a seated position, cross one leg over the other, sit up tall in your spine, inhale, hug your knee, and rotate towards that hip. As you anchor down through your hips, you're gonna feel, ooh, nice release to the back of your hips. And then unwind, switch your legs. You can always take a figure 4 if that would serve your body better. Long spine, inhale, hug, exhale, rotate. Some good movement for your spine as you also release the back of your hips. Come back to a seated position. We'll take a couple cat-cows like we did in all 4s, but right here. So draw your chin to your chest as you exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Do that 2 more times. An opportunity to bring movement back into your spine after you're keeping it really stable. Last one. And then join me. A closing breath, always full of gratitude and celebration that you carved this into your day. Whew. Thanks for joining me.